what's the process going to be if you don't pay your taxes on your house? How long do you have, and what are your options in order to get out of that, and so your property doesn't go to auction?
Eventually, when you fail to pay your taxes, you're notified that it's about to go on a list in the county for people like Pat to start bidding on for the certificate. It's not the deed yet. This is all statutory.
Very important difference there.
Yes, it's a lien. It's not a deed. It's not title. And so let's just say you find my property, you bid on it. You can hold that certificate lien on the property, on my taxes, until I either pay it off, or after 2 years, you can then start what's called the tax deed application process. After 2 years, let's say I still don't, or maybe an investor approaches me a year later and they want to make sure they can buy the property. Well, they got to pay off the tax that you have with interest. They're not just paying off what you paid, but they're paying it off with the accrued interest over time. As long as they pay it off and they get the house sold, then it's a done deal. But what happens is after 2 years, you apply for this tax deed application. They notify me again and say, hey, Al, your property's about to start being applied for a tax deed. It could go to sale maybe 90 days from now. I'm just putting you on notice. After that, and I still don't respond, and the county does their publication in the newspaper, after that step is when the county then tells me your property is going for tax deed sale on December 31st, 2019. And I'm going, okay, and I still can't do anything. And I'm hoping for a Kyle or a Pat to come along and say, hey, I'll offer you this. We'll make sure your taxes are paid off. We'll make sure the tax certificate lien holder is paid off. Put some money in your pocket and get it done. And as long as you get it done before the tax deed sale happens, the transaction can happen. There's no real authority to cancel a tax deed sale without the taxes being paid.
Got it.
So
basically, your only option, if your house is going to tax deed sale, if you haven't paid your taxes in 3 years, and it's going to sale, and the person that bought your cert 3 years ago filed for the tax deed, your only options are pay those taxes, or the house is going to sell, right? That's it. You can't file for bankruptcy. You can't hire a lawyer and get it pushed back. One unique thing we do for people is if they're in that situation, it's going to auction next month. We'll pay their taxes, buy the house from them, and give them, 3-6 months to get back on their feet. Of course, we're buying it at a number that's good for us. I'm not acting like we're a nonprofit that's saving people from the auction. Right. We're buying it at a good number too, but it really is a win-win. That they're not getting evicted from their house. They're taking their time moving. The taxes need to be paid anyway. A lot of times they'll be able to get some proceeds from the house too. There are a lot of win-win situations. There's people you can reach out to if tax deed auction is happening in your house.